Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Donnie all day. So today is a Harley day. This is for all my my biker friends out there. Today we're gonna switch over some pipes. So my brand new Harley came with brand new pipes. Hold on. Came with those mufflers that nobody seems to love, and everybody seems to get. You know, I already loosened them a little bit, but I wonder if I can still get a little sound. Hold on. All right, since I already kind of broke the seal, I loosened them a little bit. It might be louder than stock, but we'll see. It shouldn't be that loud. Yeah, so that is the sound of a stock pipe sitting above it. And it even now, with a little bit of gap, it's probably a little bit louder than stock because I loosened the bolts. So to get the actual mufflers off, and the muffler is this part, it's actually this chrome piece right here, goes all the way to here, and this is the header. So what happens is we just need to take this part completely off on both ends, and it's going to leave us with two open headers, and then we'll put on the new pipes. But in order to do this, you're going to need three things. You are going to need a 9/16. You are going to need a whatever this one is. I totally forgot. This one is a 5/16. And then you are going to need a 3/16 Allen head. And all of these pieces are pretty easy to find. So right here, you have that clamp that clamps the actual muffler to the header. And you're going to have it again on this side. This one is underneath. Then you will have these guys right here. And what that does is holds the heat shields on. And then you're going to have a bracket with a couple of Allen heads down here. So first things first, I want to remove the pieces on the bracket so it will free this up so it can go back and forth. So it's just twisting them off, and there's two of them on each one, and it's not hard. They come off just like that. Always save your hardware because you never know if you're ever going to need it again. For what, I'm not sure, but you never know. It could fit something completely different in a different project, or it could be the exact same size as something else in the bike that you could end up losing one day and you need to replace. So it's always good to save your hardware. Now I already loosened everything, so let's see if this will wiggle free. That's the hardest part, is just getting it to wiggle. And I ran the bike for a few seconds, and it's hot. So let's see if we can't. All we're going to do is try to shimmy it back and forth and slide it this way, away from the header. There we go. I made it loose enough. Of course, I'm burning my hands, but let's see here. We gotta just wiggle. So I'm going to keep wiggling and try to get this off. All right, and just like that, they are off, and you can see now the open headers. And this is what you're left with. Now, these things are like 15 pounds a piece. So by taking these off, you're reducing the weight of your bike. Now, the only thing you need off of here are these clamps right here. And once they're loose, they should just pop right off. I think this one I made a little bit looser, so I'll show you. Well, it's a little bit looser, so I just got to loosen that up a little bit more and pop it off. So once loosened, they just come off, and this is the part you need to keep because this part's going back on your bike. You can see these grooves right here. What that does is it takes this is going over your header, and then you are clamping it down with these. So let me get the other one off. Okay, so for the next part, what you do is you take your new pipe. Now remember, where it's going on, you want to make sure that that bracket is where you're going to want it, so those things can fit in there. Now you have to see if it's going to fit over or if you have to loosen it some more. I think I may have loosened this one just enough to where if I take my trusty rubber mallet, I should be able to get it on. And that's what you want it to be, nice and tight. And that's what this is. It's on there and it's nice and tight. So with this, now I'm just going to slip it over the header and tighten this. Hold on. All right, your best bet is to do it not when the dog is outside. But I love my dog, so she gets to do whatever she wants. All right, so that looks pretty straight to that. And you can see all I did is slip it over. And now I'm going to really tighten it down. So give it a couple of squirts, try and hold it in line there. Make sure this one is that way. I want to try and keep it even so it doesn't look goofy. So that is looking like it needs to come over just a little bit more. There we go. So now I'm just going to make it nice and snug, and you go until it stops having any kind of wiggle in it. And just like that, we have some really, really good looking shorties. And I mean, those are just awesome. A lot lighter and really awesome. And you don't need to use any of the old brackets. They just go. Let's do a first turn on, and then we'll do a sound comparison. All right. Way better. Let's do a sound check before and after. I don't know what you call it where you're from, but I call that a success. Time to ride. See y'all later. Hi, I'm Donnie. Till next video.